She slid the divorce papers across the table with the kind of ease someone might use flipping through a casual brunch menu. Nonchalant, smug, "You can keep the couch," she said, a shrug riding her tone. "I doubt you'll afford another one." I didn't react. Not a blink, not a twitch. I just looked at her, really looked. For the first time in years, I didn't see the woman I once adored. I saw what she'd become. Cold, clinical, convinced she still had control. She thought I was cornered, powerless, that I couldn't survive without her. So I picked up the pen and signed, steady, without pause, no ceremony, just resolve. And in that moment, something inside me snapped, not because of the divorce, but because of that smirk. We had once been almost perfect, or maybe I had just been deluded. She was dazzling, no question, impeccably dressed, sharp-witted, always the loudest voice in every space. She didn't ask for attention. It followed her. By 30, she was pulling six figures. Me, I taught music in a rundown public school where the ceiling dripped and the lights buzzed like dying bees. She called my career a cute little passion. Sugar on her lips, venom in her tone. Condescension disguised as charm. Still, I loved her. God help me, I did. I cooked. I cleaned. I supported. I listened. She talked. Took. Belittled. Love turned to routine. Routine to silence. Silence to bitterness. Yet I stayed. Because I don't flee from fire. I stay. I study the terrain before I strike. And then one night, truth didn't scream. It whispered. Found in a coat pocket. She never used. A hotel receipt. 2 nights, 1 bed. A weekend, she swore, was a work crisis. I didn't scream. I froze inside, ice cold. But mentally, I burned. That was the moment I stopped being her husband. I became her shadow. And shadows? They see everything. She was clever, but not enough. Confidence makes people sloppy. We still had a location-sharing app. She forgot. I didn't. I watched, not obsessively, but surgically. She wasn't working late. She was rehearsing lies. I traced her expenses. Hotels, spa visits, private dinners under aliases. But the loyalty card numbers? All hers. Amateur move. And then the real blow. She wasn't just cheating. She was preparing to start a new life. Without me. Her fatal error? She underestimated me. Thought I was soft, passive, too broke to fight back. She had no idea I'd been digging tunnel for years. Those finance books at midnight? Not for budgeting. They were blueprints for escape. I liquidated my retirement quietly. Moved it offshore to a trust I'd set up long ago. Hired lawyers, quiet men in dull offices, predatory in demeanor. They found evidence. She'd forged my name on joint loans. That alone could wreck her. She funneled bonuses through fake companies. Fraudulent, unethical, and fully documented. I built a pristine case. Emails, screenshots, GPS pings, bank records, voice notes. Enough to impress the district attorney. Then I waited, watched her feel invincible. Watched her lease a condo with his name on it. Let her believe she'd leave me broke and broken. Then she shoved those papers across the table, like tossing a dog a bone. I smiled. She mistook it for surrender. She didn't know I'd already filed first. My lawyers, my conditions, my terms. She thought she had ended things. She hadn't. She found out when the subpoena landed on her desk. Adultery, financial misconduct, forgery. In days, her empire crumbled. Job gone. Reputation poisoned. The condo seized to cover debts. She didn't know I knew about. Her lover vanished once he realized. She wasn't his meal ticket anymore. I watched her unravel in court, mascara running, hands trembling. She looked at me like I was a stranger. And she was right. I was. She never saw me. Only the caricature she built in her mind. Soft, broke, harmless. But in silence, I sharpened. Now, I was cutting with precision. For our final talk, I chose the rooftop, where I'd once proposed under the same. Hanging lights, the same skyline. She arrived dressed in black, elegant, frantic, still thinking she had a card to play. I brought 2 coffees. When she reached for hers, I held it back. You remember this place? I asked. She nodded. I proposed right there, I said, pointing to a corner table. You told me I'd never let you go. I sipped. You were right. She tilted her head, confused, but I leaned forward. You forgot there's a difference between holding on and holding someone down. Then I slid an envelope across the table. Court orders, frozen accounts. The truth, raw and complete. Her lips parted. No sound. Her face collapsed, for real this time. I stood, fastened my coat. You made me feel small for too long. I said, calm as water. So I made you feel what I did. Powerless. Replaceable. Forgotten. I left before she could cry. I had already mourned us. Now I chose peace. People ask if I miss her. I don't. I miss the woman I thought she was. But I treasure the silence. Silence where her insults used to echo. Space where I once shrank to fit. Betrayal doesn't scream. It erodes, lie by lie, quietly. But revenge? Revenge is a scalpel. Clean, elegant, surgical. And when done right, it doesn't just end the game. It reveals who the real player was. All along,